voila.
Oh, Your Highness.
What is your favorite soup?
You know, I like chicken soup.
Any soup that somebody makes for me.
Matzo ball soup.
A Moroccan lentil soup.
I love Heinz tomato soup.
Cabbage soup at the Edison Diner in New York that I like. Those are probably my favorite soups.
So what is it that you love about storytelling?
Well, I learned a lot about storytelling doing this. You know, I have a daughter who's now at college, and I did tell stories to her for a long time, you know, making them up as I went. And I love that part of the day, you know, and I think I remember reading some of Kate Camillo's work with my daughter, and when this came out she was a little too old, but I remember watching Kate being interviewed, and I thought, it is so great that she's giving something of such substance to children to read. You know, it's not just Harry Potter. We have other authors who are doing this kind of top quality, complicated, you know, think about this kind of story. And so I was delighted actually to be the narrator, because even Kate's narrator in the book, but also in our movie, is she's not a teacher, she's not a parent, she's not a kid, but she's like, you know, she's kind of a co-conspirator.
It's like having a mom there.
Yeah.
Reading you the story, which is really, really nice.
Oh, good.
You didn't cower.
Looks like a sword.
It's a carving knife.
It's beautiful.
One of the things I loved about the character was that he's so fearless, and that he came into this life fearless. Do you believe that we come into this world fearless?
Well, we come in stupid, you know, and don't know to be afraid. Yeah, I guess we do. You know, he's in this land. He has to go to school in order to learn to cower and be frightened enough. And he fails. Yeah, I think you learn some unnecessary things to be afraid of, I suppose.
When you were writing this, and you had a vision of these characters in this world, how did that translate once you saw the movie? Did they?
There are literally parts of it that are exactly as I imagined it to be in my head, in my strange little head. And then there are parts of it that defy even my powers of imagination, like Rat World. That is like an astonishing kind of like, I could have never come up with that. And it's better than anything that I could have come up with. I would like to, like, so I feel like somebody could do like a graduate thesis just on, like, you know, Rat World.
Get the princess!
Someone help me! You can't do this!
The rats have taken the princess! Here I come!
You become quite a veteran at translating these children's characters into the big screen. What challenges do you face when you're taking an author's vision and still being able to be true to your creative side?
Well, I guess working with both Harry Potter and now The Tale of Despereaux is that they are so much loved and so popular books and characters that you feel very responsible. You really feel kind of quite pressured to depict the character as they envision it, or, you know, as they see it. So you feel pressure, definitely. But at the same time, you know, it's very exciting to be part of films that are already loved as books.
Do you think there's a bit of light somewhere in the world?
Despereaux.
Wow, he's so puny! And look at those ears!
You've done, you voice a character in an animated feature, and you've narrated. Do you prepare differently to narrate something as opposed to being the actual voice for the character?
Well, the narrator is a character, but it's kind of, I was very glad to have Gary Ross there because we've worked together on Dave, and, you know, we had to try a bunch of different things, and he even had a couple of young people come in and sit opposite me, so I had someone to tell the story too, because he really wanted that immediacy. So in a way it was more challenging than just playing a character. Or playing a character I can kind of get into that kind of mischief by myself, but I really needed a director to kind of help me know the tone. How much fun and how much gravity to give it, you know.
Now, what are you hoping audiences take away from this? Like
Tomato soup is good.
tomato
Tomato soup.
Now you're all thinking about soup.
Yeah, I just had some good tomato soup the other day.
I hope that kids take away some of the kind of codes that Desborough so believes in and wants to live his life by.
I think it's a nice story for a family.
But I love that line, mice aren't born knowing how to cower, they have to learn. And so I think it's great. We, you know, now with our new president, we can hold our heads up high and we don't need to cower anymore.
Are you a man? Or are you a mouse?
I am a gentleman.
Oh, no.
Let's go. Yaha! Come on, try being brave.